back to Flow and Good Food YouTube channel. It's the channel that we learn simple recipes, and all these recipes are recipes that I use at home to cook for my family. They're very direct. The ingredients are already available, and you get to enjoy some yummy meals. And today, as you can see in front of you, I have one of my simple recipe that I love so much. It has no spices. If any spice, it's just one. And I love it. So, to introduce to you to my today's recipe, first of all, you have to know that the meat is pork. Nyama ya nguruwe. And pork meat has so many recipes, others with spices, a recipe with honey, so many other spices. But the Kikuyu in me, I love pork with no spices. Just simple cooking, and you get to taste that taste hiyo ya pork haipotei, because when you add honey, you lose some pork taste. But when you cook with this recipe, unasikia yenyewe nakula nguruwe, and it's very yummy. I love it, my family loves it, and I know for sure that you're going to love this recipe. It's very direct. Kwanza, if you don't love spices, this is the recipe for you. So that's 1 kg pork. Today I was lucky, sikuwekewa mangozi. It's not so fatty. So being 1 kg haita reduce sana. And you know, with pork, it really shrinks. So umeno 1 kg, it turned out to be half kg after cooking. So then I have onions. Sorry, I forgot. I'll add a little bit of spring onions. By now, you know I love spring onion. So every time I get a chance to incorporate spring onion in my recipe, I do it. I'll add it in, as I cook, you'll see the spring onions. And then I have dania stems and 2 cloves of garlic. Mbili peke yake, not so many. You can skip the garlic if you don't love garlic, but for me, I also love the taste of garlic. And there are only 2 cloves, so no much effect. Then I have tomatoes. Depending on the amount of graving I'll get from these tomatoes, there are 2 tomatoes. It will determine if I'm going to add some more tomatoes, but I think it's enough. Then I have salt, and I might add kidogo to some roiko. So those are the only ingredients that I need to make this simple pork recipe. And you get to experience that pork taste in all directions. Haijapotea juu ya so many spices. So this one is natural, but very yummy. So let's meet kwa jiko as we cook. And if you haven't subscribed kindly, please take a minute, subscribe, support us, watch our videos, comment, share kindly. That's the only way you can support us. Tafadhali, click that subscribe button. Tupatane kwa jiko. So the heat is on, and I washed my pork. So as I add it in my sufuria, you might see some water because I washed it. It's not a must for you to wash it, but for me, sometimes I prefer to wash it. It depends with the mood of that day. So I'll just use this spoon to just try and squeeze and see if I can remove some of the water. Then I'll first cook my pork for a bit so that it can drain out some of its water. I'll not add even salt. I'll just let it drain out the water. Then you'll see the next process. just want to drain some of the water, let it cook a bit, but I'll use the same sufuria to cook to the end. Hakuna kuchange, not changing of the sufuria. Let me change this to a mwiko. I told you this mwiko has a story, and I'm not ready to let it go. I'm sure it's older than some of you. And it's very efficient. Let me get my kamata to just hold so that it can be easy for me to turn. Let me. And I'm doing this process because I washed the meat, so it might have some excess water. That's why I'm doing this. But there is no need for pork because it's not hard. You can actually directly cook your onion and add the meat. Okay? So I'll see you in a few. I'll not even cover. I'll not cover. In a few. As we head to the next stage. So the pork has drained some of the water that it had because of the washing. It's a little bit cooked, so I'll remove the pork from this sufuria and put it in here. I'll put it here, then I'll cook my onion. Using the same sufuria, same sufuria. Don't even dare change the sufuria. As you can see, I've added my spring onions. So cook I'll cook my onion. So cook your onion, and you don't have to cook it till at a golden brown. No, just let it become translucent, and don't use too much oil. On check mafuta. Yeah, don't use too much oil. There I have my sufuria with, we are eating the pork with ugali, so my water is boiling. I don't know how you love your pork cooked. There's so many recipes. You can actually bake your pork, like pork ribs, and smear them with spices, maybe barbecue sauce. You can cook I hear of pork in mayo. I have never tried that, but I have tried pork in honey, the pork ribs which have been wrapped with barbecue sauce and maybe other spices. I'm yet to try that, but I will. I'd love to taste pork in mayo. So this is the kawaida recipe that you cook when hautaki mambo mob, when you want to feel the pork taste to be core. Unajua when hutaki any alteration of the taste. It's very easy, but let me tell you, the final meal, it's very delicious, very yummy. So at this stage, I don't know if you can see how the onions look. They are not like cooked, they are sauteed, yeah? So at this stage, you can add your garlic stem and the garlic, the 2 garlic cloves. Reason why I add my dhania stem at this stage also, again, a long time ago, I used to throw away the dhania stem because normally when I was growing up, I was told that I'm supposed to use the dhania after the meal is ready, so you're supposed to use the leaves only, so that they can cook with the steam of the food after it's done. So they used to throw away the stem, and I followed the same process as I was growing up. Then one day I was like, these stems are not so hard. How else can I utilize the stems instead of throwing them away? So I decided, instead of throwing them away, I'll be using them in the initial stage of cooking so that they can cook through. I didn't know that they will make a difference in my meal. I was just doing it for the sake of not throwing away the stems, because I felt they might have much aroma than the leaves. So that's how I came to discover about the stems. And again, after the long thought, as I was watching some of the YouTube cooking videos, I also saw someone doing the same thing, and I thought, why not try? Why not keep on doing it? And I came to fall in love with it, with the idea of adding the dhania stem at this stage. So I'll add in my nyanya, my tomatoes. You can also add tomato paste if you like. If you don't have the nyanya that give you some good gravy and they don't cook through, you can grate them. Ndio siache na manyanya zinakuangalia. And I actually prefer grating my onions than chopping them or blending them. So we let the nyanya cook so that we can get the gravy we are looking for, so that we can add in our meat. And again, because it's meat, you can actually add your meat at this stage and then cook all together, okay? But let's wait a few minutes for the nyanya to marry with the other ingredients that we have already added. Then add our meat so that they can cook pamoja. Okay, I hope you are together at this stage. If you do your pork differently, kindly share. So this is where we are. The nyanya are still not well cooked, but it's okay because it's nyama and they'll have time to cook through. And to make this process easier, kindly grate or blend your tomatoes. Yeah, when you grate them, you don't have to keep on waiting or kugonga venye na gonga for them to break. Okay, so I'll just add in my meat. Then stir. Oh, I haven't added salt, sorry. So I'll add my salt. So I'll cover, then we'll get back to it. Adding the meat. I've stirred and it looks like that. Then I'll cover, then we'll get back to it. It has been cooking for a while, so I'll just open and check. You can see nyanya zimeiva. You can only see the skin ya nyanya, which is okay. Gonna create some color because you're not going to add spices, okay? Then as you can see how it looks. So the pork is actually like 96%. These are also these are spring onions. So I didn't add the leaves. I'll just add at this stage so that they can cook a little bit, because the pork is almost ready. I'll add some water with Royco just to have some. I would have wanted it like this, but you know, with kids lazima utafutilie kasupu kidogo, so it not be like soup, just ya kudanganyilia tu, because I love my pork with no soup. It looks so amazing and smells so nice because of the spring onion, because of that process of cooking the dania in oil. So they're well balanced. So I'll add in some water with Royco. You don't have to, but I think some things when you learn when you're a kid, it's hard to get them out of your system. My mom with Royco. Ni kama nitasema nini haziachanangi. Ulimi na meno, they're together. So kidogo tu Royco, kidogo tu, and some water. You can not even notice that nimeongeza maji. Okay, because the gravy will be so thick, so thick. Then we'll cover for a few minutes and let the Royco cook a bit. Then I'll add my water. Then I'll add my dania leaves and serve. The ugali is almost ready. Kienyeji tu ndio imebaki sasa. And today I'm trying out a different combination of kienyeji. I normally I only take kunde peke yake, but today I've mixed kunde with spinach. I was told it's very yummy. So I decided, why not try? I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the camera is giving justice to this, to the yumminess in this sufuria. As in, it looks so good. I don't even know what to tell you. Imagine camera funny justice. But don't worry, we'll upgrade. Soon, we're going to upgrade. So I'll cover a bit Then I'll get back to you. So adding in my dhania leaves. Then I'll stir. The food and my pork is ready. Okay. Chochote kidogo. See how it looks. Then I'll taste. Wait. Moto. Okay, let me just wait. Ipoe kidogo. My people, I love pork in honey, so I love pork like this much more. Thank you for watching. Kindly, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Kindly, if you haven't tried any of my recipe, just try this one. You'll enjoy the pork in another level. Well, bye. Thank you.